I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from sea.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Second Rope Marks. I am your host, Alan Awesome, joined always by Rick Offen. Rick, good evening.
Good evening, mate. Good morning to you. As you can see, I'm just chilled back on the couch, just relaxing, enjoying life.
In your Bebe shirt?
In my Adam Cole baby shirt, the one from NXT.
Whoa, NXT. I'm sure we'll be talking about that in a little bit.
Yes, quite possibly.
Yep.
A lot of news has been making the rounds. A lot of Easter eggs are being dropped by WWE about certain somebody's potential return. Not going to go into that too much at the minute. What you probably would have noticed, actually, what you would have noticed on Collision and what everyone is noticing is how empty the arena was for AEW Collision. And you could see it when Ricky Starks is on the ropes doing his thing, and there's just a row of empty chairs. Now, wrestling's probably never been as hot as it is right now since the Attitude Era. Like, it's been on a steady decline. WWE monopolized the industry for 20 odd years. Then boom, TNA made a crack of it. That kind of fell by the wayside. They've now gone to smaller shows. They'll get a couple hundred people to their tapings. Good for them. Not a problem. AEW is now the second market leader, trailing WWE, obviously. But what do they do to get the crowds back? Their product is hot. Their wrestling is brilliant. What is going on here?
Yeah, it's very, very confusing. It's like, okay, you just did 80,000+ in Wembley. Like,
yeah.
Granted, where were they in Collision? It's probably somewhere not in like a good market. I want to say it was like Canada. It was Cali.
They were in Salt Lake
Oh,
City,
Salt
Utah.
Lake, Utah. Yeah, the Mormon
where
joke.
the Mormon jokes, not the Amish jokes. It was a miss. It was a mish. Swing and a mish.
Swing and a miss. I did appreciate your tweet though.
Yes, thank you. I need a dick once.
I need a dick. I need a dick. Fucking. When
So
is that
I
shit
understand.
coming back?
Oh, I know. I love Letterkenny. It's so good.
Letterkenny is so funny.
I understand the 80,000 in Wembley. It's AEW's first venture overseas, other than Canada. Yes, Canada's a different country. It's not overseas to America. I get it. And AEW is quite popular in England. It is, from numbers, it does outdo WWE on a regular basis over in England. So I get that. But yeah, is it the markets that AEW are going to, like the places where it's wrestling is just not that hot? Is it they prefer WWE? Do they need to do smaller venues for these shows? Like I've never been a fan of doing multiple tapings. You do Dynamite and Rampage and Collision and all in the one night or whatever, and it's a lot of wrestling for a crowd, and they'll get burnt out. But what's the answer? Like, you can't, like, they're having trouble filling out 3,500 seat arenas. It's not a good look.
Yeah, no, it really isn't. Yeah, I agree. I think like like in like markets where wrestling really isn't that big, like in Utah, like yeah, maybe you should think about like pulling Impact Wrestling and just going to a smaller venue.
Yeah,
smaller than what it was. I don't know. It's a little disheartening.
like I liked. Well, obviously, when AW first come out, it had that new, that fresh, that vibe. It was different, and their whole aesthetic was different as well. You look at when they were doing the amphitheater at Daly's Place. That it just looks different. They had a different camera angle. They had a different rampway.
Hmm.
It looked different to the competitors. Okay, I get it. It's on worldwide TV. You know, everything's high def. You need to have the big LED screens and everything else. But do
Mm,
you need it? It feels the same look as WWE
yeah.
in my estimation. Like visually, it's it's a copycat. Big LED screens, big LED rampway.
Just without the thousand camera cuts that WWE does.
Yeah,
I was watching the main event of Raw last night, and I lost count within like 10 minutes of how many camera cuts they were just like camera cut, camera cut, camera cut, camera cut. I'm like, my eyes hurt.
yeah,
Can we stop
yeah,
with these camera cuts? Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I know.
yeah. Now WWE obviously they don't fill their arenas all the time as well, and
No,
it's been well noted they were in a slump 4 or 5 years ago, pre-pandemic. Like SmackDown, there was images of SmackDown shows half empty and everything else. Like surely it's costing more money to run these arenas and not fill them
yeah.
rather than book a 1,500 seater, 2,000 seater arena. What? Let's go back to the Hammerstein Ballroom. It looks different.
Hmm.
Like let's do it.
That'd be a
Like
nice little. That'd be fun.
absolutely, absolutely. You'll see. You don't watch a lot of New Japan shows,
Mhm.
especially when they do say their best of the Super Juniors or even the G1. Right? They tour different areas of Japan and they have these events, tournament events, and they'll have them in university gymnasiums or high school gymnasiums where they'll have spectators on the floor and the bleachers are empty and it looks really bizarre to watch. Like again, there's a couple hundred people there in like a 8-9 thousand seater auditorium because it's the middle of the tournament, and then when they get to the main, like
Yeah.
the business end of the tournament, that's when they start running like the bigger venues again. But to me, aesthetically, it doesn't look great. And especially if you're broadcasting it on TV, you're broadcasting it through Fight or New Japan World or Peacock or whatever the wrestling events are broadcasting it through. It's aesthetically, it doesn't look good. It's not a good look for any promotion. Um, I know WWE tarps off things and they blacken the crowd. And AEW the other night in Collision, it was very noticeable that they darkened a lot of the crowd. And I don't want to say it's concerning, but it's concerning.
Yeah. It's concerning, but we're not to the point of panicking right now.
No, I don't think so. I think, and again, like, how can Tony Khan put on probably the best 5 pay-per-views of the year out of any promotion and get these type of numbers to his TV show? Is he oversaturating the market? Does he need to drop Rampage?
I think so.
I think he
I
does.
haven't watched Rampage. The only time I'll watch Rampage is if it's live, and
Yeah,
I think it's only been live 3 or 4 times in the past bunch of months,
yeah,
if that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's just too much TV time. He's oversaturating the market a little bit. Look, I know you've got 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, 2 hours of NXT.
Hmm.
So they're still not saturating it as much as what WWE is. WWE has that name brand recognition. It's the Jello of the gelatins, so to speak. I don't know. I don't know a second brand of Jello in America. We just know it as Jello.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Jell.
That's it.
Yeah.
But you wanted to discuss the Tuesday night tick for tat war that's about to happen. So the floor
The
is yours, my friend.
the pettiness. Well, NXT is on Tuesdays. It's on it's always on Tuesdays. Dynamite this week will probably another week too. Is on Tuesdays because of the MLB playoffs. Uh, so NXT decided to just load up their. And you want to talk about arenas? Their arena is pretty small too. Like
NXT's arena, yeah.
Yeah, like you're looking for like a loud arena pop for all that you have going on. You're not gonna get it. It's just gonna be a little bingo hall, little armory, if you say.
Yep.
I don't know. AEW was beating NXT when they were competing.
Oh,
Triple H was like, "Oh, congratulations, AEW. You beat our second roster or development roster. Congratulations."
And I have a $2 slut for a wife.
But like, so you say that, and then like now you're just like, you know what? We gotta load up NXT.
That's it.
We gotta load it up. Let's have Asuka, one of the greatest NXT women champions. I agree with that, by the way.
100%.
On NXT. You know what'll be great? Let's have John Cena in Carmelo Hayes' corner. You know what'd be even greater? Let's have Paul Heyman as Braun Breaker's corner. Let's have Cody show up to NXT, a company or a brand that his father made famous.
To make an announcement.
To make a fucking announcement? What announcement is that? Are you going to go after the NXT championship too? Like,
he's going to finish the story there.
Is that the story that you're going to finish? Like, I don't get it. And even in the press conference, the best part was Drunk Jay and Drunk Cody. First off, was that the Uso that had the drinking problem?
I think they both had drinking problems.
If so, why are you drinking, bro? Like, but like, what is this announcement gonna be? Like, and in the press conference, he's like, somebody asked him, he's like, all right, well, when you're done finishing the story and you're done with your wrestling career, are you gonna take over NXT like your father did, try to like teach them? He's like, honestly, I don't even want to go. He's like, I never really wanted to go to NXT. I never wanted to step foot in there. He's like, I don't feel like I need to or I want to because of it's too much. You know what? I agree with that. It is a lot.
I don't think it's too much. I think he doesn't want to go to NXT because it's opposing AEW. And he's got no ill will against AEW. His friends are at AEW. It's a house that he helped build. He doesn't want to go onto NXT to try and squash the competition. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And they're bringing The Undertaker in to NXT.
Yeah,
what's The Undertaker going to do? Like, really? Like, and to top it off, we're going to make it 30 minutes ad-free.
That's okay. Tony Khan's like, I see your 30 minutes and I raise you my 30 minutes free. And he's like, oh, I'm not done, bitches. And it's like, I'm going to do a half-hour buy-in at 7:30. And it's just going to be free. We're going to have a buy-in for a free network television show that's already free. We're going to have a free match between Eddie Kingston and Minoru Suzuki. I'm not going to lie. I was never, even when they announced all of these fucking people, I was never going to watch NXT. Never. I just don't.
Never.
I'm not going to watch NXT.
No.
Now you can put Shawn Michaels. You can put fucking whoever the fuck. You can put Hulk Hogan on NXT. I couldn't give one fuck about NXT tonight. Even if, you can put whoever the fuck you want on. You can put New Day. I love the New Day. I'd watch the New Day for anything. but you can put them on
Yep.
there. Nope, fuck you, NXT. I was always planning on watching AEW, and you
Yep.
know who's been back? First off, her debut, Jade Cargill's debut was a video of
What the
her
shit, Alan?
getting out of a car and shaking Triple H's hand. By the way, she was backstage last night. You know when they're gonna probably debut her? You know, Jade. It would be a really good way to debut Tuesday on NXT against your AEW people on TV. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God. Watch. It's because it is Becky versus Roxanne Perez.
Perez, yeah.
Yep. Watch after that match, Jade Cargill's like, okay, hi, I'm
Yeah.
next.
I want that title. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know.
I just
Petty.
petty. Oh, you know what though? Tony Khan woke up this morning and chose violence. It was hilarious. He went
Woke up.
off on Twitter.
Woke up. He did not go to sleep. He was, you know what? These motherfuckers on my fucking birthday, fuck you. Fuck you.
I don't see AEW, like, not that ratings matter in this day and age. Realistically, like, what are we? We're 2023. You know, there are other ways to watch wrestling rather than on a TV, on TV shows. I don't watch it on TBS. I don't watch it on KO. You know, I watch it on Fight. Arr. But like, the Nielsen's rating is so archaic. It means absolutely jack shit, but everyone still puts stock in it. And it's, AEW only got 300,000 this week. They're in the mud. And it's, Raw drew its worst numbers. They got 1.1 million. SmackDown smashing them at 2.2 million. And it's like, it doesn't matter anymore.
No.
Like, people go on, you know what? People go on YouTube. They'll watch Raw in 24 minutes. They will watch the highlights in 24 minutes. It's like, Adam Copeland, Edge is going to be on AEW Dynamite. I know what I'll do. I'll save myself 2 hours if you don't like that type of wrestling, and you'll watch Adam Copeland on YouTube. 3.1 million viewers on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we putting all this stock in television ratings still?
This isn't the 90s anymore. Nobody really gives a fuck about that.
No. You know who they do give a fuck about, though? They give a fuck about Jay White and the Bang Bang Gang and who attacked them.
Yeah. I have
the floor again is yours.
narrowed it down to 3 teams. 3 teams.
Go on.
One of them might surprise you because a little evidence that was brought to light. I've been trying to rack my brain on what was said in this episode too. So obviously Jay White was attacked by 3 people and then one in the Devil's Mask, right? I feel like that's what it was.
I believe so. I'm not sure if there was a 4th or not. It looked like there was a 4th, but I don't know.
3 people were beating up Jay White, and then one was in the Devil Mask, just chilling. Obviously, you can go the obvious choice. It's the Kingdom. It's Taven, Bennett, Roddy, while Cole was in the Devil's Mask. That might be
Adam,
the obvious
no
choice.
shoulders, Cole.
Yeah, no shoulders, Cole. One-legged Cole. Oof. I'm still saying it's not a work. It's not N-O-T a work. You can go that route, or you can go with one of my this trio is probably about 70% in my thing, and I think it's the Acclaims.
Which I don't think makes any sense, but...
Oh, you do not follow Max Caster on Twitter.
X. I do. And he stalks MJF.
Him.
But that's just banter between friends, isn't it? Like,
But you can also lean into that and be like, you can like I messaged you. You can do the whole Rikishi in 2000. I did it for Max. I did it for the AEW World Championship. I did it. I did it. Oh, shut your mouth, you thong wearing fatty. Oh, it's it's
What? But what does Max Caster have to gain through jumping Jay White and then getting MJF beat up all the time?
because like he's obsessed with him. He is obsessed with Max, and like I said, um, you can do like the Rikishi route. He's like, I just I figured you might need some help. Your buddy Adam Cole is out. Um, the Kingdom suck. Like I am not a fan of Kingdom. Although this Adam, it's growing on me after watching that last
Oh,
Wednesday's ankle cycle thing that they had. That was really good, but I don't know.
I've
I just feel like I don't know. One of them was pretty tall and pretty skinny, and that looked just like Billy Gunn. Plus, you got the Gun
tall and
Club.
skinny. Billy Gunn is jacked.
Well, I
If
mean,
you're going tall and skinny, you're going Mike Bennett.
yeah, but I don't know. I just think it's the acclaimed. I think it's the acclaimed. They're just trying to help him out because Adam Cole's not there. I don't know. And then they had that little locker room thing where he's like, "Get out of my room, bro. Get out of my room. Like I'm just get out. Stop stalking." I don't know. I think it's declaimed until DTE last night. And the
Ah,
third
yes.
the third people who I think were the attackers are the
The
elite
elite.
the elite.
Based on MJF's interaction with Kenny Omega.
I don't know. He was putting them over on Twitter. He was like, "Listen, the Bucks are elites. They're the greatest. The Young Bucks are the greatest tag team. Kenny Omega's amazing." Sorry, but what I am still trying to figure out, and what really racks my brain, is at the end, MJF leans into Kenny Omega and says, 26
26.
more days, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, was that like
Is
is
it?
that like is he closing in on like Kenny's title reign?
I think
Because
so.
he MJF won it at Full Gear. I was there last year, November 19th.
Yep.
26 days would be November 4th. Happy birthday to me. Um, yeah, and nothing really is going on November 4th. It's a Saturday. It's Collision. I don't know.
Mm.
I can't
Yeah.
figure it out.
As the great detective Murtaugh would say from Lethal Weapon, that's pretty fucking thin.
Yeah, I'm too old for this shit.
I
Um,
I think the natural story arc is the kingdom. I think the whole thing is a massive ruse to weaken MJF. You think about it, MJF is more active than he's ever been wrestling wise on free TV. He's a dual champ, so he's had to go and do tag matches as well as defend his title. And I just think that the Kingdom and Adam Cole have concocted this massive plan to really fuck MJF over. And it'll eventually lead to MJF dropping the title because he's severely weakened. He's overworked and underappreciated. And I think that's how they get the title off him. However, I would love to see Jay White take the title off him at Full Gear.
mm,
Just because, again, I like new. Now, Jay White's not new. He's been a world champion in New Japan, but he hasn't been the world champion in AEW. And Max would have been champion for a year. We've already got
almost, almost.
almost, yeah. We've already got a
Full Gear this
long-standing,
year is not
yeah,
November 18th.
yeah, yeah.
One
We've already
day.
got a long-standing champion over on WWE. We don't. I'm all for long title reigns, but I don't know. Just Yeah. Give
I
me
I
a title change.
the champion you're referring to, the 3 year long champion, has not been on SmackDown in like a month. He's finally coming back for the season premiere of SmackDown this Friday. You know who else is
Yeah.
going to be on the season premiere of SmackDown this Friday? I alluded to him earlier. Because I'm
Yeah.
the game. Yep. So I don't know. I it's probably gonna be the Kingdom, but switch it up.
If Cole is legit injured and he's out for 6 months plus, I don't see the harm in dropping the title to Jay White for a bit. MJF wins it back, but not before being beaten down by Bullet Club and all that. And then it's revealed that Adam Cole comes out to make the save, and then boom, turns his back on him and breaks MJF's and all of our hearts. Because I think we've all really enjoyed this storyline, really, really
I'm
well.
loving it. I'm loving it. Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
check. I'm gonna check something because now I'm still trying to figure out.
Oh man, what you're trying to work out the days?
Yeah, so Kenny Omega was AEW World Champion for 346 days. So I think he was alluding to his record.
Yep, yep, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
I'm trying to do the math bright and fucking early in the morning, and I can't do it. It's just not computing.
Yeah, maths has never been my strong suit anyway.
I was in
But
the what they call the intermediate math classes,
yeah,
but I aced those.
that's code for average.
Yeah, it's code for just you know you're trying. Good job. Good job. You're not in the you're not
Yay!
in the advanced math class. You're trying, but you know.
Oh God.
I don't know.
But
One more thing before we go.
tell me,
Before
tell
we,
me.
obviously we might get Jade Cargill tonight, but AEW is just putting out like really good matches for this card that actually for Dynamite looks really good. Are we gonna see some Monet tonight?
No,
You have to.
no.
You have to.
But how do you like?
There
You'd
is a
have to
women's title
advertise
match
it.
on tonight.
There is, but you'd have to advertise her for it to pay off in this ratings war, wouldn't you?
You can do a Tony
This
Schiavone thing. Like, oh my God, I hope Tony Schiavone does it again. I hope he does that again.
no,
Going over on
no.
NXT, you know, got Cena in Carmelo Hayes' corner. Yeah, that would put a lot of butts in the seats.
No, because it backfired last time.
Yeah,
We're talking about petty shit. Tony can't. You can't. You can't rehash like failed WCW shit. It would be hilarious as a callback. Just no. Just no. It's bad enough
I
AEW is getting
wish.
this fucking stigma of being WCW light. Like, yeah.
They kind of are. I love them,
I'd
but
I'd say TNA because
yeah,
at least young talent are getting the rub and getting opportunities.
not these old assholes.
Yeah.
I mean, Jericho is getting pretty. He's like the Kevin Nash of this app. I don't know.
Oh
I
goodness.
I feel like you have to have a big moment tonight. They're literally throwing the legends at you. You need to at
Yeah.
least be like, you know what? I mean, Mercedes Monet did post something yesterday. Speaking of
She
posting,
did.
we got to talk about the fucking asshole in the room. We got to talk about CM Punk. All his Instagram posts about like Doc. Listen, I love it because I love Doctor Doom. I love like
Mm-hmm.
comic books, but like, what are you trying to
The
say,
bald
bud?
head.
What are you trying to
We all
say?
know what he's trying to say.
What are you trying to
It's
say? Just stop being cryptic and just come out. Be like, I'm
it's
going to
it's
WWE next month.
it's all a game, isn't it? It's all the Easter eggs. Like WWE are dropping clues from his Ring of Honor promos. Shinsuke
Hmm.
Nakamura has just hit a GTS. Um,
Did he?
and then yeah,
When,
he hit
last
a
night?
GTS on Raw. Yeah, yeah, laid someone out with the GTS. It wasn't done in a match
Ricochet.
or anything like that. Yeah,
Ricochet.
Ricochet. Um,
Ugh.
Punk has posted an image of like a seedy man with a mustache, so that's Vince. He's done that bald-headed fucking superhero or supervillain or whatever the hell it was.
Dr. Doom. Put
And
some
you know
respect
what?
on Dr. Doom's name.
Go and get that money, Punk. Like end of
Yeah.
the day, but
Who
there would
cares?
be no bigger hypocrite in the entire world than Punk. Like
Hypocrite.
after all the shit he said coming back into AEW, it's like, oh, I left professional wrestling in 2005 and now in 2021, I'm back. It's
Hmm.
like completely ignoring his whole WWE run because it's sports entertainment. The grass isn't greener on the other side. Believe me, I was there. Going main event night 4 of a buy one, get one free, like ripping WrestleMania to shreds. Like he's always said, like all I ever wanted was the main event of WrestleMania. Like, so what's he gonna do? Come back for the main event of WrestleMania?
Yep. Not even against Roman. Him versus Seth.
Yeah, more than likely. Of night 4 of a buy one, get one free. Like, just
Where are
I
they?
don't know.
Oh, they're in
It's
Philly.
I love CM Punk. I always have, but I don't. I think I'd lose. I don't want to say I'd lose all respect for him because then I'm going to be just like all the other people that were talking about Edge, Adam Copeland going to AEW. This is different. Like, if you watch the Art of Wrestling podcast with him and Colt Cabana after his firing, it was so bad. They fired him on his wedding day. They broke so many promises to him. Like he didn't burn any bridges on the way out. He exploded them. He blew them up. You can't go back to that company that nearly killed you, that fired you on your wedding day, that sued you, that broke you and your best friend apart. What for? Because that's the next. It's the only other promotion that can afford you. Go to New Japan. Go to New Japan.
No. Too far away. Too far away from his precious hockey.
Yeah. Anyway, we talked about him. Let's see what happens. Wrap it up.
That's
And
right. As always, you could follow us on YouTube. You can like, comment, subscribe, share. Please, any help we could get. You can listen to this on Spotify. We'll be on Spotify. We are on Spotify.
we
Do the same
are.
thing. Like, give us a 5-star, five. 3 ain't enough, man. I need 5. 5-star review on that. Follow us on Twitter. Second Rope Marks, Biggie Falls 86, Rick Othin 22, and it's looking like another probably for this foreseeable future Tuesday episodes.
Yes, quite possibly Tuesday episodes. Yeah, at least for another 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
I've got 2 weekends in a row coming up where I'm going to be absolutely unconscionably drunk. I have presentations and a trip away with soccer lads.
Hmm.
I've then got a weekend free, and then I've got a nice 3-day weekend down in Melbourne with my beautiful wife.
Hell
So,
yes. And I got birthdays and Halloween and all this fun fucking stuff coming up.
oh, love it. We'll have to dress up for an episode for Halloween.
Actually, Halloween is on Tuesday.
Boom! There we go. Lock it in, Eddie.
Sounds good. And with that, we'll see you later. Rick, pleasure as always.
Absolutely, my friend. Have a good day.
You too. Have a great sleep. I wish I could go back to sleep.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Uh,
See you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning.